This segment is brought to you by St. Martin and Bourke. Know your rights.
Welcome to Bayou Time. I'm Jacob DeGate, glad to be your host for this edition of Bayou Time. Now joining us, we have Commander Lonnie Cavalier of the Assumption Parish Sheriff's Office. Thank you very much for joining us, Commander.
Hey, thanks, Jason, for having us.
All right, it's my understanding you got a few arrests to update us on. Can you start us off with the first one?
Yes, we do. The first one is going to be a James Anthony Piper, 44 of 12082, Nisi Road, Santa Maria, Louisiana, following a traffic stop on Highway 70 East on Sunday evening. A uniformed patrol deputy observed a westbound vehicle with an equipment violation and executed a stop of that vehicle. The deputy made contact with the driver as well as one passenger, now identified as James Anthony Piper. During a warrants check on James Anthony Piper, deputies determined that he was wanted on warrants from the Assumption Parish Sheriff's Office. James Anthony Piper was arrested and booked into the Assumption Parish Detention Center on charges of failure to appear in court in Ascension Parish on counts of possession of a Schedule I controlled dangerous substance and prohibited acts, possession of drug paraphernalia. James Anthony Piper was transferred to the custody of the Ascension Parish Sheriff's Office.
All right.
The second arrest is a Travis Darnell Lang, 38, 212 Telegraph Street, Napoleonville, on a warrant charging him with failure to appear in court in Assumption Parish for multiple drug distribution charges. Travis Darnell Lang was previously arrested in Assumption Parish on felony drug charges, and as a result of that arrest was ordered to appear in court on September 8, 2025. Travis Darnell Lang failed to appear as ordered, resulting in a warrant being issued for his arrest on September 10, 2025. Darnell Travis Lang was arrested on September 19th in Napoleonville and booked into the Assumption Parish Detention Center on charges of failure to appear in court in Assumption Parish on September 8th, 2025 on charges of distribution of marijuana and distribution of methamphetamine. Travis Darnell Lang posted a $10,000 commercial bond and has been released. The next one is a Jarvis Jarrell Grayson Jr., 26 of 2513 Brenda Drive, New Iberia, Louisiana, on felony fifth offense DWI charges arising from an incident on Highway 1 near Plottonville on Thursday evening. A uniformed patrol deputy assigned to the ICE detail was on assignment working traffic on LE1 where a commercial vehicle had broken down and was affecting traffic. The deputy observed a vehicle which had disobeyed traffic commands and created a hazard for the motoring public. The deputy attempted to stop the vehicle, but the driver continued on. After a distance, the suspect vehicle turned into a private drive. The deputy made contact with the driver, now identified as Jarvis Jarrell Grayson Jr., and removed him from the vehicle. The deputy noted an odor of an alcoholic beverage as well as an odor of suspected marijuana emitting from the person of Grayson as well as the vehicle. The deputy requested a canine to the scene. The canine conducted an open-air sniff of the suspect vehicle, which produced a positive alert for the presence of a controlled dangerous substance. A subsequent search of the vehicle resulted in the seizure of suspected marijuana. Jarvis Jarrell Grayson was arrested and transported to the Assumption Parish Detention Center as well as to a local health care facility, respectively, where breath and blood analysis were conducted. Jarvis Jarrell Grayson was booked into the Assumption Parish Detention Center on charges of driving while intoxicated, fifth offense, obedience to police officers, driving under a suspended license, resisting an officer, flight from an officer, careless operation, possession of marijuana. Jarvis Jarrell Grayson Jr. remains incarcerated with bond set at $140,000.
Wow. Fifth offense DWI. Some people just don't learn, I guess.
Doesn't learn is very serious in this time.
Certainly. Now, another serious matter. They had a bomb threat at Assumption Parish High School. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yes, on Friday afternoon at approximately 5 o'clock, Sheriff's Office was notified of social media posts between two juveniles who were students of Assumption High having a discussion on social media about bringing a bomb to the school. After the investigation, the campus was declared safe and it was determined there was no credible threat. The two juveniles were arrested by verified complaint and charged with communication of false information of a planned bombing on school property. Both subjects were booked into our facility and released to the custody of their parents.
Well, I know that certainly, can be concerning to people out there with their children's in school. It's glad to know that there wasn't a credible threat anymore, but it is a serious matter, certainly.
Yes, it is, and we have to take it serious. It's always been serious, but now in today's age, it's even worse. And we have to deal with it swiftly, and this is a case that will see the courtroom.
Certainly, yeah. I can remember, bomb threats have been around a lot, but like you said, nowadays, with all that's going on with school shootings and everything, you can never be too careful.
Absolutely, and now they're carrying them out, so now it has to be dealt with harshly, swiftly.
Well, thank you, Commander. We certainly appreciate you coming on there and giving us an update to everything going on in Assumption.
Thanks for having us. Appreciate y'all.
Very welcome. All right, stay tuned for more right here on HTV.
This segment was brought to you by St. Martin and Bourke. Know your rights.